All right, guys, we're here. We've made it to the World Cup. Congratulations. It's been a long journey. It feels a long time ago that Matt Leckie smashed in that first goal of my reign against Malaysia, doesn't it? But, we've been a long way since then. We've almost won the Asian Cup. We've been ranked as high as 21st in the world. We've been smashed by Germany, France, the Dutch. But let's not dwell on that, shall we? But let's make sure this journey goes on. We want to go beyond the group stage and make a little bit of history. So, how'd I do? Do you all feel motivated? Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to the Socceroos. Today it is the group stage of the 2026 World Cup. We begin against Portugal and then we have what it will in all likelihood be a decisive match against the South Africans. And as long as we win that, then we will be into the knockout rounds for only the second time in Australian football history, though this is a little bit different to how it was in 2006, the last time we made it. But it's been 20 years and that has to end now. You can see for this game against Portugal, I mean, they are the favourites, but it's relatively even betting, and well, we can only hope, can't we? Mobile and co are ready to go, and the weather for this game, 17 degrees. We are at AT&T Stadium, which is Dallas. So Dallas in June, I have a hard time believing that it's going to be 17 degrees, but anyway, that's just me and my skeptical thinking. But you can see, generally speaking, everything is good. We're ready for the challenge, and let's go have a look and see what we are up against in this first game. Now, we had a positive result against England, so we're going to, in our last friendly before the tournament, so we're going to stick to that formation and just kind of hope for a similar thing. So Matt Ryan goes in goal. It'll be his 110th cap for Australia. That will break Mark Schwartz's record. He will become the most capped Socceroo of all time. So let's hope he celebrates in an appropriate manner. Gershbach, Degenak, Suter and Russell, the youngster, will be the back four. We're giving a little bit of faith to him. He's a good defensive player, and I think that against Portugal, that's what we need. It's going to be Teague in the deep line playmaker role, Rogic and Hrustic ahead of him, Mobile and Stevens. Didn't think he was going to start the first game of the World Cup. He's been absolutely brilliant, so he does get the spot, and Wakayama will be the lone striker. All right, so we can see the team sheets there. A couple of big players are still around for them. Bruno Fernandes is there. Yeah, it's a good team, isn't it? No Cristiano Ronaldo, though, as you would expect. Nothing to lose, what we're capable of. No, we want to say, every time I've taken the pressure off, it's not worked well. But we've got nothing to lose here. We know how good we are. Let's show them what we're capable of. Let's go with that. Let's go with that because I don't know what else of those options to say, basically. And here we go. I think, the key is going to be just defensively, isn't it? We've got to try and make sure that we're defending well, keeping clean sheets, ideally. I mean, it's a big ask to do that. But we have a threat in us as well. So let's see what this highlight leads to. Gershbach's got a little bit of work to do. Is that Bernardo Silva? I mean, some of these Portuguese players, if we're trying to be really positive, they might be getting on a little bit 4 years down the line. But a lot of these guys are young. Oh, and Matt Ryan has fluffed it into his own net. And in the 7th minute, we fall behind. We'll give them some encouragement, but that is not what we needed. Now, of course, one thing we also need to bear in mind is goal difference. If it comes down to it, assuming Portugal beat both ourselves and South Africa, if we can have that positive goal difference, then a draw against South Africa would be enough. I'm not sure if South Africa play us first or Portugal first, because if they play us first, then we really want to make sure we're winning that and winning it well, so that we're not worried about whether or not we're going to progress and having to rely on Portugal to get the result for us. We've not created a single thing. There is another highlight here, though. And I mean, at what point do we start wondering if we and how we can change things? Stevens has done well there to hold him up, but couldn't quite win it back. Degenak, ball over the top for Bernardo Silva. Didn't love that they got played in behind there that easily, but I don't know what we can do differently there, really. Let's encourage them again. And deep in their own half. Can we win that? Not quite. Teague is there, although ideally he'd be a little bit deeper than that as the deep-lying playmaker. Wakayama can't get anywhere near it. Can we? Oh, I thought Gersbach maybe had a chance there. Gersbach against Bernardo Silva is looking to be a little bit of a mismatch, isn't it? Oh, and it's a second goal. And we're supposed to be stopping them from doing that. We're supposed to be forcing them inside, are we not? And it's not working. All right, so let's... And we're looking as though we might be on the end of a bit of a hiding here again. I mean, Gersbach, he's going right there with him. He just needs to get a little bit closer, doesn't he? I wonder if... where is it? Player instructions. Let's mark him tied up. So we haven't offered a thing. We're 2-0 down, and we're gonna have to look to change what we're doing here, aren't we? So what can we do differently? Let's raise the tempo. Let's not look for overlaps and see if that helps us at all. The issue we have is that they're playing well, aren't they? And that's always going to make it difficult. If a good team's playing well, it's always going to be tough. We've got a highlight that starts with us in possession. Degenak to Suter to Teague. We've got Rokic in a little bit of space. Ball forward for Mobile. Is he onside? Mobile, he doesn't have a finish, even if he is. That looked a little bit better, though, didn't it? Now, of course, we've only got 3 subs, so we need to be a little bit more wary of what I'm doing here, but I think we probably do need to change something, don't we? So Stevens, it's not quite worked for him. Let's get on Volpato, and we'll leave it at just that for now. Oh, Russell's on a booking and not playing well, so let's get Karasic on for him. And I thought I made the wrong sub then. Yeah, that's fine. So let's do that. We've got defending to do. Just over. And we'll give it a demand more here. Hopefully we can defend the free kick. Ruben Neves stands over it. And it's not far away, is it? All right, we've got 10 minutes to play here. We need to go and have a go at them. So let's, actually what we can do rather than that is just do that. Makes life a little bit easier for everybody. Go back to how we have been playing. You're going to be a Mazzella, though, please, Harustic. And everybody else there looks more or less fine. Wakayama's not had a good day. So we'll make the change for him. Juric can come on. He can go as a pressing forward. And let's see if we can maybe rescue something late here. Let's go attacking as well. There's no point sitting back and waiting to be beaten. I mean, 2-0, it's not the worst. It is still opening game defeat, which is never something that you want. But it's maybe something we expected. So we're going to have to go out and make sure we beat... Oh, Jesus, that didn't go well. But yeah, we're going to have to show up now and make sure that we beat South Africa. And I mean, that is a game we should be able to win. But obviously, yeah, not ideal having a must-win game. Now, the South Africans, what is their schedule like? Do we play them first or do they play Portugal first? They play Portugal first. So let's hope Portugal wins and then we'll be back for a winner-takes-all against the South Africans. All right, welcome back. We are getting ready to put our World Cup on the line against South Africa. The good news is that Portugal beat them 3-0, so a draw will be enough to send us into the knockout rounds, which is obviously preferable to having to win. Now, there's a few things to clean up here. The first is that Brendan Russell is now the World Cup's youngest ever player, so well done to him, and that wasn't a novelty selection. He deserved to be there, so yeah, well done to Brendan Russell forever. Well, not forever, but certainly for a long time in the history books. Confirmation that Matt Ryan has broken Schwartz's record of 109 caps, so that was his 110th, soon to be 111th. Aaron Moy, he is retired, well, not quite yet, but he's going to retire 28th of December, so the end of this calendar year. So this will be his swan song in football. He will not sign for another club, and so let's hope we can send him out on somewhat of a high, certainly not a group stage exit. And as for this game, which is the thing that has the odds, here it is here. You can see we are the favourites. It's not the most, uneven of betting. We're not in great form. We have been testing ourselves, but it would be nice to get a win here and start to, you know, get things trending in the right direction. So let's go and have a look and see what we're doing here. This is the team we're sending out. It is Ryan in goal. It's Gershbach, Degenak, Suter, and Karasic coming in. The reason for that is we're not going to get 90 minutes out of Russell. He's not quite come back as we would have hoped. So Karasic comes in. It is Teague, it is Rogic, and Hurustic in midfield. It's Mobile, Stevens, and Juric that gets the start up top. All right, so we can see the team sheets there. Now, I am certain I have signed Coetzee and Mobida before. I want to say for Aston Villa, but I haven't played as Aston Villa since like FM18 or something. So, yeah, it's been a while since they played. But a few names there that I recognise. I think we need to show everybody what we're all about today. I can get on board with that. I don't say we let ourselves down against Portugal. 2-0 isn't the worst. But we really didn't threaten Portugal at all, did we? Now, it looks as though we are in the blue. South Africa is in the green and gold. It's always a clash whenever we play them in any sport, except for rugby. Rugby seems to have their act together. But everywhere else, maybe cricket. They're slowly getting better. The cricket's a little bit better than it used to be as well. Not much is happening. Now, a boring game is not the worst thing for us because, as I've said, a draw is enough, but we want to win the game. We want to go into the knockout rounds with, you know, a win under our belts in recent times. Maybe I've made a mistake playing such strong opposition before the World Cup in terms of morale. I didn't think it would affect it that badly, but maybe we've forgotten how to win. But a nice scrappy one here would be absolutely fine with me. We've got a corner, Hurustic to take. Where's big Harry Suter? It's in the... Oh, it's just wide. It was Teague that got onto the end of it. And it is 0-0 at the break. You simply have to be better in front of goal, start hitting the target. I think we can get on board with that. That's not the worst thing to say, and it's got a bit of a reaction. Yeah, the match ratings aren't great. Our two centre-backs are playing well, but that is about it. Let's give them some more encouragement. There's a few bookings getting picked up in their team as well, which might benefit us down the line. If they could get a second one of those players, that would be much appreciated. Let's encourage again. Teague is starting to look nervous. Rogic is not having a good game. All right, Rogic, off you go, mate. Let's get Moy on to try and direct the show for us. Juric isn't playing well, so let's get Wakayama on. And we'll leave it at that for now. And, I mean, it's not been a classic. Is there going to be a sting in the tail of the game? We've got a corner to defend. It is just over. And let's try and demand more. We're starting to look nervous. It's not the greatest way to get through the group stage, is it? But we've done it. XG would suggest we deserve to do it. But, yeah. Well, we're into the knockout rounds. That's, I guess, what we wanted. So there we go. With a negative 2 goal difference and no wins, we're into the next round. And it's Italy. Well, fate would have it. The last time, 20 years ago it was, that the infamous game, Australia versus Italy in the second round. And it's only gone and happened again. So, well, I need to channel my inner Aussie Gus, and we need to make sure we go there, and we cannot. We've got to beat the Italians. I can't have this on my record. So if we have a look at, there's just a few different ties there. So it will be, well, it'll be Italy for us. If you want to have a bit of a look and see who everybody's playing, you can do so. New Zealand, Canada is a nice soft one. But yeah, there we go. It will be the Italians in the next round. Portugal will be playing, I would imagine, the winner of... Well, they'll play Colombia, won't they? So, there we go. If you've enjoyed that, and I'm not sure why you would have, but we've got through the group, and that is ultimately what I wanted to do. So, well done to me. Like, subscribe, and all that sort of fun stuff. And I will see you next time for a round of 16. No, so not round 16 anymore, but anyway, a second round tie against the Italians. And, well, maybe we'll score a goal in that one. Take care.